Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás, bien Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we're playing Nancy Drew the Silent Spy Pre-Order Edition. Now, let me tell you the difference between Pre-Order Edition and the regular game. Her Interactive, they like to complicate things just a little bit. They don't actually label their special games when it comes to the pre-orders, and you can only get the special games with the pre-orders. After the game is released, you can no longer get the special games. Yikes. Although that does help us, figure out when to buy the games, which is really nice. So just to let you all know, if you are looking forward to Midnight in Salem, the pre-order is October 1st, which is coming up. I am super psyched. Anyway, when it comes to special edition Nancy Drew games, it solely depends on Nancy Drew having a phone in the game. And if she does, what's on the phone are mini games, random texts, either from characters in the game or from Ned Nickerson, her boyfriend, or what I like to call romantic friend. Because in the book series, the relation title changes every binding, pretty much. Every few books, I should say. It's one of my pet peeves. Anyway, the other things about the pre-orders is that there's phone charms, which is actually really cool. Let me show you something. This is actually one of the cool features about the latest Nancy Drew games. There's an awards room, which is really nice. One of my favorite things, one of my favorite features. And we actually recently got an Easter egg. You can actually look at the previous video for that. The awards room is one of my favorites because it actually shows you, they actually have to customize the items that go along with the achievements, which is super cool. They normally don't do that for the achievements. Since the Silent Spy is set in Scotland, the specialty item they chose for the phone charms achievement is Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. And ironic enough, I think one of the phone charms is the Loch Ness Monster. In fact, one of the achievements that I intend on getting this particular playthrough is the spoiler-free achievement, and this also pertains to one of the new features of the game, which is a hint system. This didn't show up until, I think, Ghost of Thornton Hall. I also want to say Deadly Device, but I don't think it was used in there. I could be wrong on that. I need to double check. My memory is just not working today, or at least not recently. Also, one of the new features of the latest Nancy Drew games is the fast convo. I'm not going to show you the fast convo feature in this particular video, mainly because we're just going to focus on maybe the achievements. I do want to find all the phone charms, and I definitely want to work on the Easter eggs as well. We already did get one, and I will show that to you as well. But the fast combo, I will show you the mini games on the cell phone, by the way. I didn't show that in the previous video. That reminds me, normally I do the warning thing, but since we're not going to be doing any gaming parts of the story, I'm not going to bring that up. But the other part that I do want to bring up is that if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please check the description box below. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew the Silent Spy, and let's get it going. Oh, one thing I almost forgot to mention is that pretty much every single Nancy Drew game out there, except for maybe the first few games, because there's 3 of them, and I'm not talking about the first 3 games, I'm talking about this. I think it's the first 3, or at least one of the games in the first 3, or first 5 maybe, where there's 3 sleuth profiles that you can choose from. I know in Stay Tuned for Danger, the 3rd profile didn't matter. It was the same thing as the Master Sleuth. But Amateur Sleuth, you get regular puzzles, hints available, especially at this, and a detailed task list, which is really nice. I will forever stick to Amateur Sleuth. I think when I am done doing the Amateur Sleuth on all the playthroughs, I might do Master Sleuth. I need your encouragement on getting me to do Master Sleuth, because I am chicken. I need a task list to help me remember. But with Master Sleuth, you get more challenging puzzles, no hints whatsoever, and a basic task list. In my opinion, a basic task list means no task list whatsoever. And with hints, it actually depends on which game it is. There's sometimes you can actually call Nancy's friends for help, for hints, which is really nice. In this particular game, that's not an option. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the game. I believe we were at Whistling Bagpipes, I believe. Yes. Because we had just done this. So we are actually... I'm not going to go through the task list, which I normally do at the beginning of every video, at least recently. I'm not going to do this just because we're not going to do any story part of the game in this video. We're just going to focus on Easter eggs and phone charms. And maybe a few trophies. So, the first Easter egg, which I showed in the previous video, is the safe here, and I forgot what the method was on getting it, but I do know that the digits you press are 4, 1, 3, 3. And I already got it right here, and what's really cool is that I think since Deadly Device, Her Interactive have been putting names on the Easter eggs, which I think is super clever. Actually, wait, no, they've been doing that since Tomb of the Lost Queen. That's right, Tomb of the Lost Queen. Because that's when they started this interface. Started using that interface. Okay, so the phone charms, one is right here. I knew I was missing one. Okay. You can find one right there, which we just picked up. Alright, so let's go out here. And I believe you can actually... Ooh, shiny bit! The shiny bits are actually coins, because Nancy is Scotland and she actually needs to buy certain things. She has a money bag, and those shiny bits are actually coins that you can find throughout the game. If you get every single shiny bit in the game, that you actually get an achievement out of that, which is really nice. I hope I can get that achievement. I believe you can get a phone charm, which is right here. I think I already got it. Because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. We already have 6. We're just missing 1. Alright, well, I'm gonna show you the others anyway. Hello! Alright, so we are gonna go to the ground floor because we're leaving the hotel. You can actually find one phone charm over here. It says you can find one on the bench, which I have a feeling we already did find, but I'm gonna look anyway. Oh, hi. Coin. Just to be safe. Yeah, I think I already found it. Okay. And there was one that we did find in Moira's place. A woman that our mom knew. There's also a Easter egg in here, locker number 44, I believe, and you gotta open it 3 times. Oh, I had already opened it once, I guess, earlier in the game. Booyah. Scotch egg. Wiley. Nice. Alright, so there it says we have a phone charm right here. There's our 7th one. Booyah! Wyvern. Yes, our phone charm achievement. I'm gonna show you where the other phone charms would be normally, which one is at Loch Lomond actually. You would normally find one right here. In fact, if I had followed the story of our gaming, I would be entering this building here, but I'm not going to do that. There's actually one... Shoot. We actually got to go back to the hotel, because I forgot to go to Bridget's room, because there is one that you can find in Bridget's room. Oi. I always forget that you can go to Bridget's room. Well, not always, but... there actually is an achievement of going back and forth to Nancy and Bridget's room plenty of times. I think it's 11. And I believe you can find a phone charm on one of these chairs. Either that or it's on this seat here. I know it's like at the entrance of her room. This screen, if I remember correctly. Um, if I'm pretty sure I do have all 7 phone charms. You can go through my playthrough of it and figure out where I found it. And I do believe that is all of them. There is one that I do need to point out that I haven't been to yet, which will also waste, well, not waste, but it will consume another train pass. So let's go to Battersden. Lindsay, hi to Moira. Hi. So the phone charm would be right here on the vase. Got it? Good. Okay. I think that's about it with that. We should have stayed in Loch Lomond. Frick, I forgot there was an achievement on the bagpipe. Or, no, sorry, not achievement, Easter egg. Let me actually look at this real quick. Yeah, I am actually going to go back to Loch Lomond, because there's actually a few things we can do there for both an achievement and Easter egg. Easter egg is going to be a bit challenging. But the achievement that we can do is play this several times. In fact, I think it has to be 7 times. I'm not sure how many times we've played it so far. I think the scoreboard would tell us. Nice. Boink. Aww. Zero. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. So we need to play 4 more times. So, I don't know if any of you are fans of Escape the Night. A show that's... Whoa, nice. I got a yellow. A show that is hosted by Joey Graceffa. Oddly enough... Ooh, that was black. Oddly enough, I'm kind of a fan of Joey. Ew! Although, I'm not a fan of his character on the show. Especially after I've watched MatPat's Theory. And ever since I've watched MatPat's Theory, I'm noticing some things about Joey's character that's making me realize he's a lot more selfish than I thought. And this is my opinion. It's not because MatPat opened my eyes. Well, actually, it might be because MatPat opened my eyes. All right. How come that didn't work? Do I actually need to get a bullseye or something? That was nearly a bullseye. Nope. But, oh. There we go, there's the achievement. I guess it was 8 times. Yeah, that makes sense. 7 plus the 1 where you win the... Yeah. Ooh, shiny bit! I'm wondering how many I've found so far. Oh, have I been winning coins out of that? Alright, oh, I love this guy. Didn't we name this fella? I forgot what I named him. Gosh dang it, now I need to look it up. By the way, everyone, if this video looks a lot better, it is because I actually had to do some pretty good, big research into what I did wrong, and it was because I watched a video of some YouTubers that I'm pretty familiar with. Someone was trying to upgrade someone's stuff, and I thought, ooh, maybe I should follow their steps. No, because their steps are for their new stuff, not my old stuff. Oopsie doodles. My bad. So that was my fault. Alright, so for this, we actually need to play certain notes. I actually do not remember how I came across this. Actually, you know what? Easter egg doesn't make sense of what I wrote down. Let me look it up to make sure I have this correct.
Eventually.
I now have... Oh, geez, look at the time. Anywho. Oh, that's right. This is going to be good footage. I can use that. Anywho. The letters we need to use for our music is F, D, C, E, C, A, B, E, F. Alright, so our first is F. And remember, the black circles are filled in. The white circles are open. So F is the first 2, and then the middle 3. C. I remember figuring out... Oh, yeah. Duh. And F. Heck yeah! Her? I'm betting if there was a 4th Easter egg, it would be called interactive. Anyway, these are the 3 Easter eggs that you can find in the game. And you can actually use these as train tickets. Super cool. And we did get one of the achievements that was here. Wait, there is one more achievement. Have I already... No, I haven't yet. The achievement is to play this 11 times. Right? Right. But basically, I'm just going to be playing this until I see that achievement icon at the bottom. There it is! Ha ha ha! Boom, baby! I probably could go ahead and get the aerialist achievement, which is going back and forth from Bridges to Nancy's room. I forgot what the spy achievement is for. Oh, you know what? I think it's by using the glasses a lot. Treasure hunter, that's definitely for the coins. Yeah. And the trivia tamer is usually the question right before the credits. And I assume spoiler free is when you're done with the game as well. Booyah. So I am going to go back to Nancy's room and see if we can get that achievement. After that, we're pretty much done with our achievements, Easter eggs, and phone charms. Booyah. At least for now. Oh, why'd I do that? Boink. There it is. There we go. Seeing the world through data-colored glasses. Yep. Alrighty. So, bow and arrow. Nancy, why is it when you do this, Bridget notices every single time? Or sorry, not Bridget, Samantha Quick. We're already at the point where we found out that she's a spy. There it is! Heyo! And we are officially now caught up with everything! Except for the ones that will probably finish later in the game. Everybody freeze! And clap your hands! Alright, so, big oof. I forgot to show you something. Yeah! The mini games. I do this every single time. When I bring up the mini games, I say that I'm going to show it to you, and then I don't. Oi! So these are the mini games that I keep bringing up, and I never show. This game is Double Take. It's like a memory match kind of thing, and this is actually used in a previous game. Actually, all the mini games are from other Nancy Drew games, which is funny. This one is from Warnings of Waverly Academy. Renograms is actually a worldwide kind of game. More popular. They're probably more popular in Japan, but we are familiar with them from Trail of the Twister as well as Shadow at the Water's Edge. Land Rush, this is also from Trail of the Twister. I don't know why I keep messing up that title. Wires, this is from Alibi and Ashes. Oh, by the way, I figured out why we were able to punch in those numbers in the safe for the Easter egg. That was Nancy's serial number in jail when she was in Alibi and Ashes. I can't believe I didn't know that. Escape, this is something from Captive Curse. If you're not familiar with that game, I highly advise you check it out. I suggest reading the book though, because it's much better, although it is quite scarier than the book. Or sorry, it's quite scarier than the game. Aggregation, this is more popular. There we are, Ned, Bess, George, and Frank, and Joe. Nice, everyone's there. Aggregation is from Deadly Device. Color block, this was used in multiple games actually. This was used in Captive Curse as well as Deadly Device. And I think it might have been used in one more game. I could be wrong. And that's about it. One of the cool features I actually really love about the cell phone is not... I think they actually recently did this. I think this is also one of the new features, is that you can use one of the photos that you took and use it as a wallpaper, which is super cool. And you can also go through the settings and change the wallpaper, the ringtone, and the ring back, which is basically the tune of when someone calls you back. And that's basically about it. And there's also the hint system, which I forgot to point out. This refers to the spoiler-free achievements. If you do not use these hints at all, you actually get that spoiler-free achievement. If you click on any of these, which I can click right now because I'm not going to save this. Let's say, figure out the secret of the letters Mom spray painted. Those look like they could be musical notes. Find a way to play them. Which I keep saying, but for some reason it won't let me play them. But I have a feeling I can play them now. Oi! So, I do have a feeling though, I already ruined this achievement from one of the earlier vids. I'm not gonna look because I'm too lazy. Plus, oi, that's a lot of footage to look through. If you are willing to do that for me, that would be awesome. But I'm not gonna force you. That is your choice. As I said, that is a lot of footage. Anyway, back to the video. So I think that is actually about it here. We're done with the achievements. Achievements done. Let's get out of here. And I'm gonna hit save again because of this mistake that I did earlier in the playthrough. Oh my gosh. I know I keep mentioning it, but I just know I'm never gonna live that down ever again. Oh man, you definitely need to check out that video to know what I'm talking about. That's pretty much gonna be an inside joke for all you rabbit fans, all you kittens out there. By the way, this game is craziness. People are actually noticing that comment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. I've actually been kind of following this one channel that's been posting videos of the Hocus Pocus annual shows at I think it's Disney World? Either Disney World or Disneyland. One of the two. And they actually put up a video of this year's show. It's actually pretty good. Not as good as last year's. They kind of made Sarah's wig horrible. Sarah's wig is horrible. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're not familiar with Hocus Pocus, who are you? I don't mean to judge, but seriously, everyone should know about Hocus Pocus right about now. One of Disney's most classic movies. Definitely watch it. And if you don't like it, well, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna say I hate you. But we're not best friends. Of course, I would say the same thing about Goonies, Princess Bride, Boondock Saints. A lot of my favorite films, really. Halloween Town. Actually, no, it would be Halloween Town 2. Honestly, Halloween Town 2 is one of my favorites out of the 4 films. Yeah, there's 4 Halloween Town films. Seriously, if there's a 5th one, they seriously need to stick to the original actress. And she actually said she would be willing to do that. Kimberly Brown, the woman who originally plays Marnie in the original Halloween Town film, she actually said that if there is going to be a 5th film, she will gladly do the role. Thank you, Kimberly. I love you. Anyways, everyone, I've been talking way too much right now. I'm going to go ahead and bid you all adieu. I love you all so much, and I hope I helped you all at least a little bit in this video. If not, I am not doing my job very well, right? I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nancy Drew, the Silent Spy. Are you looking forward to who the villain is? Precisely? And on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button to make that beautiful gray, as well as the bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, rarely Fridays. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit Fun World saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! Who is that guy I see? Very straight, unlike me. Gosh dang, I love that song.